Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Crisp Sessions with Jamie Hutchinson.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, he's always going to be here. I don't know why I'm introducing him like he's a guest. What a surprise.
Yeah, back.
You're only here for him, let's be honest.
No, come on.
Yeah, I think I'm very much hitching my wheel to your wagon here.
Yeah, but I think you're the most popular dead man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's like being the tallest dwarf, which I also am.
Yeah, the bars are very low there, to be fair.
What we're going to talk about today, Jamie?
Well, as we've covered, we don't know what order the episodes are in, but let's just say this is the second one.
It's the second one.
But,
it's the third one we're recording, but we're hoping it's the second one out, maybe.
But hey, listen, you know us. We don't care about order. Mate.
You know him.
Tom's actually very organised and good.
Yeah. That's why Jamie's doing a podcast with me, because I am organised.
Amongst other things. This week's crisp of choice, squares.
Squares.
Because we're a couple of sharers.
Yeah.
We're a couple of sharing, Chris, and we thought we need to go a bit individually.
Individually, yeah. Squares definitely aren't a sharing crisp for me. If someone, you never see them at parties.
No, and also I'd be offended if someone asked me for a square.
Yeah. If I'm eating squares, I'm eating them and I'm saying these are my crisps.
Yeah.
But I do think they're a good pub crisp though.
They're amazing. Well, I was just thinking of pub crisp etiquette. Pub crisp etiquette. There's unwritten rules. I won't come back from the back. I won't come back with a round and say I've got squares.
No,
really.
But if it was in a pub and I was on my own,
oh my god,
I'm having some squares.
Oh.
Or if I'm with my fiance who doesn't eat crisps, I'm having some squares.
Late night kickoff.
Yeah.
Under the lights.
Yeah.
Champions League night.
You've already had your tea.
You've already had your tea. You don't want.
You're not even hungry.
You don't want every crisp.
Yeah.
You just want something to crunch.
You want something salty to go with your pint.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going salt and vinegar in that situation.
My favourite square flavour is cheese and onion.
Right.
I think they're one of the best cheese and onion crisps out there.
I think they are. But if I'm pissed, I'm going salt and vinegar. If I'm going meal deal, I'm going cheese and onion.
Yeah. I can see that.
I would also buy these in a pub. Sometimes, I know, like if you go in the pub and you're getting a crisp when you're round, you carry them in your teeth and you're bringing them back.
Oh my god!
You're splitting it down the middle.
Oh, it's Sunday. It's hot.
And you're giving them to everyone. But if I'm buying squares, if I'm like, I'm in the mood for some squares, if it's Champions League night and I want some squares, sometimes I'll pull out a big dog move and I'll buy just 4 bags of crisps. 4 different ones. I'll say, lads, I am feeding you. You will not die here.
Well, that's the perfect balance. What does raison d'etre mean?
My reason for detriment?
Is it? Is that what it does?
Don't know. Raison d'etre is just reasoning in it, I think.
Is it? Fuck, I've got the right thing. That's so rare for me. But that I love the ethos behind that, because you're hitting perfect pub etiquette rule if you're with other people.
Yeah.
Of thou shalt share crisp. Yeah. But secondly, you maintain the integrity of the individual nature of that square brings.
Yeah, you're saying, look, you can all eat, but you can't eat mine. And I think sometimes you just got to pay a little bit more to get a little bit more.
Yeah, they're a good 13-year-old birthday crisp.
Right, okay. I think they're a good weapon crisp. They're a bit like a throwing star.
Yeah, they're light though.
They are light, yeah. You're not getting full off them. Like I say, a meal deal, if you have it, it's when you're not really that hungry on a meal deal.
Yeah, they are a great addition. They go well with like just chicken and mayo sandwich. You know,
yeah,
really, really light. You're a bit down because you've put on weight.
How am I gonna get myself better? I know, crisps.
Yeah, but they're proper Slimming World crisps, man.
Yeah, and they're quite small packets as well.
Yeah, they are defo menopause. I'm gonna get another man crisp.
The problem as well with multi-pack is they're really small, and you got to have 2 bags. You're not just having one bag.
God, I tear through that.
Yeah. To be honest, I try and stay away from multi-packs because I'm always annoyed by how the individual packets are, and then I just eat all 6 bags.
And the thing is, my mum gets Jippo crisp.
Oh, really?
She gets shit crisp, man. She does it to ward me off.
Like methadone.
Yeah.
She gets you methadone. Are Squares methadone crisps?
No, Squares are amazing. But
Squares are full-blown crack.
She does. She has like a lunch box for dinner every day, so she gets like cheese curls.
Okay.
So like, they taste off quaver.
Yeah.
Stuff
Bottom of the barrel quaver.
Yeah, Peppa Pig crisp, 53, mum.
Do Peppa Pig do crisps?
Fucking terrible.
I don't even know that.
Not even good novelty crisp, you know.
It's weird, you know. Supermarkets all do like their own crisps and stuff, and some of them are really shit. Some of them are great, but the best supermarket crisps, and this is going to make me sound like a proper Tory, Marks and Spencers. Marks and Spencers do good crisps.
Oh yeah. Well, that's in raison d'etre.
Do we know the episode title for this one? Jamie's reasons.
I'm going to say raison d'etre in every potential way it could mean, so one's right.
Well, that's your raison d'etre.
And then we can clip that. And then we can get the intelligent crowd.
You reckon there's an intelligent crowd listens to this?
Well, that's what I mean. We'll get them.
Oh, right. They'll be like, oh.
That's our fish. That's our... So... We'll
That's
say
our
it,
bait.
We'll say it loads of times.
Yeah.
In different scenarios, whichever one works, and then we'll Google what does it actually.
You know what
mean.
I really fancy? A raison d'etre.
Oh, no, sorry, a bit raison d'etre.
Oh, look at the raison d'etres on her.
Oh god.
One of them's got to be right.
One of them's got to be right. So, hello, intelligent people.
Maybe we'll just we'll make a clip to put on Twitter or Instagram, and it'll just say raison d'etre, just over and over again.
So,
I really admire his raison d'etre.
This d'etre has certainly been raised. Well, how was the podcast? The crisp content I could give or take. Put the raison d'etre.
They raison d'etre the shit out of it.
That d'etre was so raison.
You know what's funny, right? You know, sometimes you say a word for so long you forget what it means. It doesn't mean anything. We already didn't know what that meant.
What I like to do sometimes is talk to myself in the mirror. I'll stare at myself in the mirror sometimes talk, until I think the reflection's another person.
Okay.
Have you ever done that?
No.
So good.
You know what you should do? Look out of a window. Be well quicker.
No, because I like to play with myself.
Well, yeah.
You look in the mirror for so long, and then you start making yourself laugh, and then the reflection makes you laugh.
Right, okay.
Do you
like
know what I mean?
Peter Pan with his shadow.
Yeah, I don't know his raison d'etre. You just stare at the mirror until it becomes someone else. It's like a magic eye.
Yeah.
It's so good, man.
I think that happens a lot quicker if you're pissed. If you look in the mirror and pissed, I'm like, just an odd feeling.
When you're falling a come down or something, it's really good. I also used to pretend to announce an award.
Oh, yeah, I've done
Do you
that.
know what I mean?
Oh, wait, you're not getting the reward?
No, I'm announced it. So it was always for... It was the BAFTA, and it was always for Best Actor. And I'd just go... and the nominations for 2016... the BAFTA nominations for Best Actor... lead actor... are...
Raison d'etre.
Adam Judy in My Walls Are Dirty. Adam Judy, My Walls Are Dirty. And Adam Judy, My Walls Are Dirty.
Who are you in this? In this scenario?
The Northern Irish announcer.
Just a generic Northern Irish
yeah.
announcer, not a specific person.
And the BAFTA goes to Adam, Judy, my walls are dirty.
Who is this man? Is it just a made up man?
No, he's my mate.
All right.
I used to film it and send it him like 3 times a week.
Did he enjoy it? Is he a good actor?
No, he was just like he kind of. I worked with him in the bookies, and he just let me do my games and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have like little sports I have to get out there to myself and things.
When you say your games, do you mean...
I've invented a lot of sports.
Right, okay.
And sometimes that leads into I have to be an Irish legend of TV announcing the best actor award.
Right.
And he has to win it because they said once, you look like you've got dirty walls.
I mean, we've all done it. The logic is sound as usual.
Yeah.
I do like inventing games. This is so stupid. So, the last year of high school, me and 2 of my mates, we sat next to a window that had like the cord of some blinds. And basically the game was you didn't want to touch that cord last, right?
Oh, no,
Whoever touched it last, the others would go, you touched it last until the next lesson. And then it was only science, so you could go a couple of days. Sometimes. If it was a Friday, you got it all weekend. The last ever science lesson was so tense because then you would touch it last forever because we would never go back there, right? Craig touched it last. I'm still friends with him now, 20 years later. And every time I see him, I go, you touched it last.
Yeah, that's good.
He still hates it. It's so petty and stupid.
Me and my mate had the pen game in maths in year 11.
Right.
Where we just rob each other pens. And if you got 2 pens at the end of the lesson, you won. So we'd never get any work done. Yeah, but we'd already got our GCSE in year 10. So year 11 was just like, well, we've already passed, so we'll just ask about.
Swat.
So it's just the pen game.
Yeah.
I got your pen and stuff. And like, the teacher's like, you know, why are you running up to question 2 and that? And you can't grass.
Yeah.
It's like an honour system.
You'd have to say, because I've got 2 pens.
Yeah, you can't. No, but if the other person's got 0 pens, he can't say, "Oh, Jamie's nicked my pen."
Oh yeah, you get.
You're not allowed to do that. You just got to go. Oh yeah, I'll go on with it.
But then, meanwhile, you've still not got a pen.
You've still not got a pen, so you just got to blag it. So some of the games are invented, right? Because today's obsession is going to be board game themed.
Yeah, today's obsession is. Let's just go with games for now.
Scrabble, which we both love.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Scrabble on Dead Men Talking.
Yeah,
but we're going to talk about it again.
Right, so I'm going to go through some of the games they invented, and I'm going to end it with one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life. Okay. Like, genuinely, when you let someone into your world and they turn back and bang a raison d'etre in the back.
Oh, I did not see that coming. You pulled that out of a raison d'etre. Very good name for a magician. Raison d'etre.
What, the reasoning? Wow.
Or a gladiator, like a mythical gladiator. Raison d'etre.
Yeah, next to wolf and jet. Raison d'etre.
Honestly, it could mean anything. I've got no idea what it means.
Sounds so good. So, game 1. Should I go in order of importance? I'll give you a throwaway game. It's more physical. I'm more mental guy. Tie Baldo.
Tie Baldo?
Yeah.
Can I guess what it is?
Yeah, let's go.
Do you have to tie up a bald man? First one to tie up a bald man wins.
Such a good game. You tie up a bald man, come tie Baldo. It's not what that is.
This guy's got a gun. What is it with this bloody game?
That's an unbelievable game to play. Oh, doesn't play tie Baldo.
You just got to find and tie up a bald man. The baldest wins.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. What a fucking game that is. Tie Baldo. Equipment needed.
Yeah.
1 quilt.
Yeah.
With a tie writing bed cover.
A what?
Do you know, like bed covers with Thai writing on?
Right. I don't know.
There was big in 04.
Right. It's just one that you had.
I had one I had.
Right.
And influence the name. You need one ball.
Right.
Mid-size to play in the living room.
So when you say mid-size, you're talking smaller than football?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Bigger than a tennis ball?
Yeah, size 3 maybe.
All right, okay, yeah.
And one friend.
Which bit did you struggle with there, Jamie?
And it's basically, you got to keep the ball up.
Yeah.
Like volleyball. But you are kneeled in honour of the Thai cultures. You kneel on the quilt. You can't leave the quilt. The ball can't leave the quilt.
Yeah.
You've got to have one. You've got to have one knee.
Yeah.
On so you can stretch and stuff. And it's just a points game.
Okay, and you just both got to keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like one bounce with football. You just got to keep the ball in the air. Whoever messes up loses.
But it always has to be on a Thai bed cover. That is an absolute adamant.
If you don't have it in a Thai bed cover, it's just called baldo.
You're just not playing. You're just fucking a couple of freaks.
What if that Thai bed cover's in the wash? Don't play.
How many times do you think I'll wash my bed sheets? That's not a problem.
We had a game when we was at uni. We had, one of my mates' halls was really high up, like I want to say like 9 stories, maybe. It was really high. And we threw my mate's bag out the window and landed on the floor. So then the game was everyone else had to use their bag to try and get as close as they could to his bag.
Oh, that's good.
So it's like bowls, but high stakes because we're really high up.
Bowls.
And then also, but the annoying thing about the game was we only had there was only 3 of us. There were only 3 bags. So then every time we played, we had to go down 9 stories and bring them all the way back up. And we played it for about 3 hours.
It's a good game.
It was a good game. Another thing we did was my mate was on a date in halls, and he was like, I don't think he was that high, but he was quite high on the halls.
Drop 3 girls.
Yeah.
We have to get all our dates. Please come. Massive coco.
Dead hard to hit one out of the way.
I need to report a raison d'etre. There's 3 dead women.
Oh. So the game. This wasn't even a game. This was he went on a date, but his door was always open. So we stole his mattress and threw it out the window.
Oh, that is hilarious.
But it landed on like another roof, like there was just 1 story.
Oh
right?
my god!
So he could just never get his mattress back. But he brought this girl back on this date, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He came running with my mate's room. Where the fuck's my bed? I don't know, mate, don't know. And finally we told him where it was. In the meantime, we'd throw loads of bricks on it as well, just in case he did try and get down. There was no way of getting it at all. It was just there.
What the fuck? What was the conclusion? Did you just bath them by a new mattress?
Yeah, you just got a new one.
Oh,
yeah.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mine was so innocent. Another game. Face card derby.
Face card derby. Right, let me guess what this is. Face card derby. I mean, I generally have you smash it, run it. It's like destruction derby, but with your face, and you've both got to hit each other in the face as hard as you can.
Oh,
no,
this is a 1-person game.
Okay.
Well. So what you need? Pack of cards.
Yeah.
Pen.
Yeah.
Paper, and a grandad.
You say it's a 1-person game. Is your granddad not count as a person in this game?
He's a bit part player. So, I love horse racing.
Right.
It's one of my passions in life. Yeah. I also love playing cards.
Yeah.
I also love granddads.
All granddads. Does this granddad have to be your granddad?
Mate, you could play for his ashes? No. So, horses have like different ratings, do you know what I mean? Every horse has a rating.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So like you're a 100 rated horse, and then there's horses that are rated 150 and right up to 190, I think, at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So cards famously are numerical.
Well, they are for a bit,
Yeah.
and then they changed to a weird royalty system.
And what are they called?
Jack, Queen, King, Ace.
No, but what they refer to?
Pitch cards.
Face cards.
Face cards. I'm not very good at cards.
Face card.
Face card derby.
So, I have a season and an afternoon.
Right.
So I have, and different horse races have different restrictions on. Okay, so they'll have like, you know, only horses rated 0 to 100 can enter a certain race. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the best horses aren't going in these shitty races.
Yeah.
That's, you understand, yeah?
Yeah. Like a league system, yeah.
Yeah, so then I have the 7s and 8s stakes.
Okay.
So it's all the 7s and all the 8s running against each other.
Yeah.
And then I'll put odds, and I'll let my granddad bet on them. So I've got 8 of spades, 2 to 1 favourite, 8 of clubs, 4 to 1. And my granddad would have mythical bets.
Yeah.
I
You say
then-
mythical bets. He's like, half a goblet,
I'll have
20 unicorns on the ace, please.
a raison d'etre, number 7. And then what you have to do is go in the other room where your gran sleeps.
Hang on, let me write this down. The room where my grand sleeps, right? Yeah.
Right. You shuffle the cards. So say we're having the 7 and 8 stakes.
Yeah.
You shuffle all 8 cards. Yeah, the 4 7s, 4 8s. Shuffle them, and then you draw them.
Yeah.
So like 8 of spades is in lane 1.
Yeah.
7 of diamonds is in lane 2. After the draw, you change the betting odds
Okay.
because draws are favourable to the right hand side.
Okay.
So say if 8 of clubs is favourite, but it's been drawn in number 1,
Oh, it's yeah.
that's my left pinky. You've got no chance.
I don't know what the rest of the game is. How do I know there's a chance?
So you shuffle them.
Yeah.
You shuffle,
Yeah.
right? Jimmy Savile sort of shuffle technique. Just for the cards, the Jimmy Savile technique.
Not for your granddad.
And, no, and the first one that touches the skirting board wins.
So you're just flinging him at the skating board.
I'm not flinging. I'm
Not a good description for an audio podcast.
pushing. I'm pushing.
Pushing back into a bit.
Yeah, pushing, just caressing. But also doing the commentary.
Right.
Joe in Blackpool, where you do the game where you throw the balls in the hole. And it's
No.
And number 8 on it. And so I go, 8 of spades on the outside, come in with a fish stride,
Right.
7 of diamonds, clinging on.
So you're just pushing them all at the same time, and it just so happens which one is first.
Yeah, and the commentate, because one of my other big passions is commentary.
Oh, I'm a big fan of commentary. Yeah.
So, and then the season, the afternoon grand, culminates in the face card derby.
Oh, that wasn't the face card derby. They were just
No,
horse races.
these are the warm-up races. I have a
Right.
season.
Right. How many races are in a season?
Oh, there's loads of different. There's the fours and unders.
How long is it usually before your granddad just gets really annoyed?
No, he's like, he encouraged me.
Yeah.
We used to play a game with my granddad where my granddad used to hold me under the bathwater.
That's not a game. Hang on, by any chance, was this after about an hour of doing this horse game? Because I can understand his reasoning.
No, we used to play Guinness World Records.
Right.
When my granddad bathed me, he used to go, say how long you can hold your breath.
And he'd hold you under?
So I had a notebook of and he had a stopwatch. And we had a notebook of every bath I had. And then
Is he training?
every now and then you'd write new world record.
Oh my God, what a game.
So he's getting me in the bath.
It's a way to get rid of you. Fucking hell.
And it culminates in the face card derby at the end.
Right.
Which is all the jacks, all the queens, all the kings, all the aces.
Right,
And it's a 6, because normally I restrict it to 8.
Yeah.
But the face card derby's like, Grandad, it's a face card derby. It's a face card derby. Don't drown me.
So how many's in this one?
16. Four.
Oh, so you
four
got
times
2
four.
per finger.
Yeah, it's just.
Right.
But you commentate and you're like, King of Diamonds coming through to defend his crown.
And your granddad's looking over going, have I caused this brain damage by putting him underwater? Lynn, can you get brain damage from holding your breath?
So, and then you'd write the winners, you know, who won the face card derby and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it helps your commentary the next year.
Right.
Next afternoon.
Yeah.
You can age you like, last year's winner, 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's not been done since the Queen of Spades last Saturday.
Last Saturday. Back in the halcyon days. Of a week last Tuesday.
Back in the halcyon days of March. and March was a strong era, wasn't it, Jono? You didn't mess around in March.
Oh my God.
Some say modern April cards are a bit softer. And the game's changed.
Did you have it on different surfaces? So some were good on the table and some were good on the
Well,
counter?
the thing is, what I did do was when my grand's mum used to say, great grand Rose and the big tumour.
The big tumour? Was that a nickname, was it?
Tell her it'd be
You know, Rosa. You know, big tumour. Oh, yeah. I know big tumour. Big tumour and little tumour. Best of mates.
bring your tumour to work then.
People just going with a bag of tumour. Well, that's a big tumour. I put mine in vinegar so it stays hard. Conkers. Imagine playing conkers with tumours.
It's bad. I know a lot of skills now. Can't play tumours.
Can't do anything these days.
No, you can't have a game of tumours.
It's bloody raison d'etre.
Raison d'etre gone mad.
Oh, speaking of games, do you want a game of tumours?
You, your bloody PlayStations and Xboxes. What did we have there? We had tumours. We were lucky.
We had 1 tumour between 4 of us.
Your Uncle Marky were good at tumours.
He could have gone pro.
Could have gone pro if it went for the short-term illness.
We've invented. I appreciate your games, but I think tumours and Thai Baldo.
Yeah.
I think they're games that we need to play.
And so she used to sleep on a mattress that still had its bag on.
What, like the plastic cover?
Yeah, because she pissed the bed a lot.
Right. So she just never bothered taking it off.
So I used to, when she stayed, I was like, oh, yes. Grandma Tuber's come round. With a pissy mattress.
What, they bring the mattress with her?
I'll get it from the loft or whatever.
Oh, right,
So she'd
okay.
sleep
Oh,
down.
so she had a mattress at that house as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Right. She wasn't like, every time they picked her up, they'd have to bring a pissy mattress with them.
So what I could play then is go on her bed, and because the plastic sheet it all crease up and stuff, I could act like they're fences, like the horses are jumping over cards, and if they flip over, it's like it's fell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Gotta put a tent round it and shoot it.
So there's different surfaces and stuff, but that was only special occasions when she come and stayed. And when she passed away, when she rested in peace, I was just like, I mean, one of the first
I
thoughts.
nearly said what she should die of, but we all know.
She got through off a 9-story uni flat.
She had a bad case of raison d'etre.
He came in tunes. Oh, And when she went, I was like, fuck, that's the jump season gone. Right, all the winners down. The next one was the Chambers Cup.
The Chambers Cup. I think you might have told me about this. Is this the darts?
No.
No.
So, again, all you need is cards.
Right.
You need a dice.
Yeah.
One of pen and paper. No, not paper. Pen and a Chambers dictionary, ideally pocket-sized.
Right.
So, you draw the cards out like the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And you you have to do the voice though. You have to do 4 of diamonds, at home 2, 8 of clubs,
Yeah.
7 of spades. We'll play 7 of hearts. Ooh, a 7 derby there. And then
repeat of last year's final.
and then you see what the highlight game is,
Yeah.
and you save that till last because that's a TV game.
Yeah. 4 o'clock Sunday.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And you just roll the dice. So you roll it for the home team. So like the 4 of diamonds, whatever. 3. And then you go to the 8 of spades, roll it 4. 8 of spades goes through to the next round.
Yeah.
Right? You have somewhere there's a 3-way, just because we need to whittle it down to 32.
A bit grown up in it, 3-way.
We need to whittle it down to 32.
Yeah.
And then last 16 the final. The final, it's a 2-roll final.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 5-1, and it's like, you still put it back. It's unbelievable. Oh my god. When 4 of hearts beat Jack of hearts after being 6-1. Oh my god. 4 of hearts is my favourite card.
Right, why?
Because it won the Chambers Cup like 3 times.
Oh, you're a glory hunter.
No, it's an underdog.
Oh, right, okay. Why is it an underdog?
Because it's a 4.
But does it matter what number it is?
Yeah, you've got to have the narrative in your head before you go in.
Right, okay.
And my last game, this one of the saddest moments of my life. This is when I let someone into my world. It's very rare. I used to do that as a kid. Very anxious kid.
Is this game called Bath Time with Grandad?
When my cousin come round, does he not do that with you? Ain't great. I love bath time at Grandad's when he drowns you. What?
He just lets me have a bath, Jamie. No, get ready for work.
Come on, you're going to be raised on that.
Grandad sounds the most sadistic. Oh, actually, I've got another theory why he's doing it, right? He's going, this kid's weird. I need a break.
No, he wouldn't hold me, like grip me throat.
Oh, no, yeah, he's saying,
Just
right,
like,
how long can you do this for? Because
yeah,
this sounds
time.
quiet.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he's not even doing a time.
No.
Yeah, not as good as last time. Better, you need to do it longer than that. Just so he can have a fucking shit in peace.
This is... right, so this... I got too... I trusted someone too much. I had a game I invented.
Yeah.
Called the Wolfpack game. Bit unfair because that's the name of the teams, but we'll explain that. It's Fantasy 5-a-side league.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd do the players and assign them all teams, and it was a mix of classic players, modern players.
Okay.
So you could have...
Is this a one-player game again?
It should be, because when I invited player 2, I was massacred, and yeah, maybe that is why I've got trust issues now. I don't know. So I had Wolfpack, and I had all these names. And again, it's just a dice system. There's 8 teams.
Yeah.
League system. Oh my god, I need to tell you about Snakes and Ladders, match of the day as well. 8 teams, league system, top 4, semi-final, final. Yeah? That's the league.
Yeah.
Again, it's just a dice roll. So Wolfpack 3, Gorton Rovers 2, Wolfpack win. Yeah? Now...
Not very skill-based, your games, are they, usually?
Do you know what I love? Sports admin.
Did you have spreadsheets for any of these games?
I just love Rolls of Honour.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I like.
That's the beauty of Football Manager in it. Is
Yeah.
it's the long term story.
Yeah, it's there's the stories and stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to play this of an afternoon. Do you know what I mean? Summer holidays, training. Oh, we can't play out. Gutted. Mum would dust off my dice.
No, Grandad, I don't want another bath. Well, I just got my breath back.
I'm a clean boy. I'm a clean boy now.
Once an hour is too much.
And you roll the dice and stuff. Anyway, the narrative became Wolfpack were plucky underdogs that was always the nearly men.
Right.
That they'd roll a 10 in a final and they'd get beat somehow.
Yeah.
And
They were Keegan's Newcastle.
They were Keegan's Newcastle's perfect. And do you know their rival team? Right. This is one of the cringiest things I've ever done. So I had Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Hero, Rocky Balboa, you know, the goodies.
Yeah.
Their evil nemesis were called TDQ. Oh.
Let me work out what that means. The Dead Queens?
No.
No. Is it the?
Yeah.
The Dirty?
No.
The Downtrodden?
No.
I don't know. I'm never going to get it.
This is what I thought was a good five-side name.
Yeah.
TDQ. The Dynamic Quintet.
The Dynamic Quintet. Imagine turning up to a game of five and like, who plays there? The Dynamic Quintet. Who? Laugh them off the pitch.
Yeah, well, they've got Dennis Burkamp, so laugh at that.
I played generally for a seven-side team called, we were called I Don't Know. So that every time someone said who we were playing, I go, I don't know. It was just a stupid, funny thing that got us into all sorts of mischief.
Yeah.
Anyway, that team started playing for another team. And a few weeks after I started playing for him, their goalkeeper got done by the pedo hunters, right? And he went to prison. It was really bad, right? He's a pedo. And then slowly but surely, the players from I Don't Know started joining this new team. And then we won the league, right? And we got trophies and stuff. Someone said, should we give, I won't say his name, but the keeper, should we send him his trophy? Because he did play a few games, but also he is a pedo. I say, no, we can't do that. And then someone said, we should change our name to I Don't Know, now that we're all I Don't Know. And someone said, no, we should be called We Honestly Didn't Know.
Oh, yes. That's hilarious. That is so good.
But we never did. Yeah. I think he's out now. So if you're listening,
Yay.
I need a keeper. So.
I'll tell you, we will have you. TDQ. Bastards.
He wasn't very dynamic. They
were bastards. So they were like...
were they?
They were like Mourinho's Chelsea, you know, 1-0s and proper Italian style.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I play this game and I've got sheets all over of top goal scorers and loads of stats. Love stats. I've got loads of different pieces of paper all over. My cousin comes round. My mum just lets him in, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm caught."
You're embarrassed.
I just felt, oh, blood. What's all this? I went, oh, no, nothing. He went, what is it? I explained the game meekly. I went, fuck, that sounds class. Can I play? I went, really?
So who wants to play with me?
You'd play Wolfpack with me. I went, do you want to roll for the away team and I'll roll for the home team? I was like, oh my god, this is so smooth. And I was getting like, yeah, you're right. And then you write the stats down there.
Yeah.
And stuff. You got to do the commentary and everything. So you just got to go. And it's a 4. When the pressure's on, they come out with a 5. That's just typical TDQ, Clive. You know, we've seen this over the years.
Who'd have thought Stuart Ripley could get a 9?
They're not put off. They're not put off by a thing like 4. They just roll their dice and get on with the game.
Listen, he might have got a 1, but you got to put that behind you.
That's why I always say, concentrate on your dice roll.
Is there a question mark about his evens, Clive?
That's what it's like.
He only does odds. He's very one-footed.
Yeah, he's got a wand of a left roll.
Look, he's almost a complete player. If there's one thing he's got to work on, it's his threes.
That's what I mean.
It's his doubles.
So if I'm doing long form, obviously you can fight through seasons if you want, but if I'm doing long form, I then roll to see who scored. So out of the 5, whoever gets the highest, I got they scored the goals.
Right, okay.
Stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So
if a team gets a 9, then you've got to roll.
No, well, it's majority of the season is just one roll.
Right.
So I'll say.
Why am I genuinely interested in how to play this game?
Right. So say they get a 6. Yeah, that's 6 goals.
Yeah.
You roll the dice for each player.
Yeah.
Outfield, so 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And say one's got, and then the ratio wise is.
Yeah.
So if someone got a 6, and say the team won 4-2. There's 4 goals. Someone got a 6 in the determine the goal score. Someone got a 6,
and the other's got 1.
Two got a 3, and 1 got a 1. It's a brace for the 6,
and 1 each.
And 1 each for the 3.
Yeah.
Just ratio wise.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just when I'm playing long form.
Why does it logically make sense?
It's so good. And then I have top goal scorers. I have Player of the Year awards. Young Player of the Year.
Team of the season?
Team of the season, transfers.
They have transfer. Do you have free agents?
Oh my God, when TDQ signed Sadov and Wolfpack, that was my Figo.
No, it wasn't.
That was my Luis Figo.
Right.
Sadov and Wolfpack.
Was there only 2 teams as well?
No, there's 8 teams.
Right,
they're
right.
just they're the old firm.
Yeah, the big rivals.
Massive rivals.
The Mighty Ducks versus the
massive rivals.
The Mighty Ducks played.
Unbelievable rivals. But I just had an affinity to Wolfpack because they always come unstuck. They always got beat. Didn't really win championships and stuff.
Yeah, abused by the granddads.
I mean, they had good eras.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They had they could have a superb June, but you wouldn't hear them till August.
Yeah. They always raise on detriment.
Yeah, they live in the past. You're on the History Channel. It's like, well, June, well, you can't compare June to August football.
The dice is different. Dice is different size.
Could you do it on a wet play?
A wet plate on a Tuesday afternoon.
So, got all my admin is so the level of when I play long form. I did short form with my cousin because I'm like, I need to bed you into it.
Yeah.
And like when he because he was trying to join in because I don't want to scare off a friend. He's like, oh yeah, we'll give 2 goals to Zamorano. And you can't do that.
It's a good idea, but I'll tell you why you can't. You can't just give players goals, can you? Because that wouldn't be a game.
No. So the 2 go to Stefan Effenberg. We've talked about this.
He got the highest goals on ratios how many times?
Don't make me raise your dad. Mom, Liam's been a raise on Detcher again.
Don't raise your Detcher at me, boy.
So he goes, it's a mint game.
Yeah.
I went, really? He went, yeah, I'll come down tomorrow. We'll play it again tomorrow. I went, buzzing. Now this is where it gets weird.
This is the weird bit, is it?
This is the weird bit.
Right, okay.
This is one of the most... Can you imagine how crestfallen I was at this moment?
Okay.
Right? I've shared... I know the game's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm 13.
You're 13? I thought it was like 8. 13's quite old for this game.
Mate.
How old is your cousin?
Same age.
Same age, all right.
We're born a few days apart. He comes round my house.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, should we play Wolfpack? That's just what we called it. Should we play Wolfpack? I go, yeah. Oh, let me show you what I've done upstairs. And in the night, I stayed up to midnight and transformed my room to a Wolfpack club shop.
Okay.
So I got my chest of drawers out.
Yeah.
Made it look like a till.
Yeah.
I drew flags and put like 1999 crossed out, 9.99 today only. I designed shirts with like the players on the back. Zamorano 9 and
1+8.
1+8, yes. Oh, that's good not to love that. And just like loads of merch drawn on pieces of paper and blue tattoo on my room.
Just a bit more admin.
And I went, look what I've done, I've made a gift shop for Wolfpack. And he went, the fuck are you doing that for? I went, oh. And he went, lad, you can't be doing that. You know, and tore me down. Just tore me down off a ledge. Can you imagine how excited I was to have someone in my room? I went, I don't know what place getting anymore.
Oh, no. I mean, he was right. Why are you making a club shop? Club's not real. Who are you selling stuff to?
Just wanted to live in that world.
I think so. You're making a shop, which is a lot of admin, and the game is all admin based, right?
Oh, I love stats, man.
You love stats, you love admin. We've established that today. But the Jamie I know isn't really an admin guy. Didn't you say the other day, I just don't bother with tax?
No.
Probably cut that out.
That's fine. No, the thing, it's the sports admin. It's the record of achievement. You know, like
Yeah.
I love Rolls of Honor.
Yeah. There used to be one, right, when JJB started making massive shops, and they'd have Rolls of Honor, they'd have like the league and the cup winners. And then I remember the first one, I used to go JJB all the time, just to look round. Never even buy anything, just look round at the footballs and that. And I'd go down, and I remember thinking, I think it was like 97 maybe. And then 98 came, the season finished. I can't wait for them to update that Roll of Honor. And they just never did. Every time I went in, I was dead excited about it. And what a stupid idea from JJBs if they're going to update that every year.
Well, I told you at the darts one, didn't I? When I used to write on back of shower gels.
Yeah.
When my darts World Cup and I took a girl home.
I don't think it's that bit.
Right.
Oh, so, no, yeah, you have. Yeah, you have.
Took a girl home. A little bit of raison later. She's got raison all over her face.
Get a bad case of raison Detras. Oh dear, makes me itchy just thinking about it.
Some antibiotics, that raison does.
She's got RD. She's riddled. She's riddled with raison Detra.
Oh no. And she went, what's all this like? You just got countries on the back of shower gels. Wow. Places I want to visit.
Of course it is. I mean, we're going to talk about Scrabble.
Yeah, Scrabble's good.
Scrabble, I think, is the game.
Because it's squares and square crystal.
Yeah, we were like, there's a link here. There's some thought that goes into this. Yeah. I mean, it was literally the thought that we had about 10 seconds before turning the camera on. Yeah. I was massively, addicted to online Scrabble. So much so that I can't play it anymore because it genuinely ruined my life, almost. I would dream about it and stuff. And, I would lie in bed thinking about... Right, if there's an A there and an O there and a triple there, I'd love to have a Z there. Imagine having a Z there. But you got triple and triple.
So that.
Oh, it's been amazing. Them 2-letter words are beautiful. But then I could never stop thinking about J's. J's got in my head, and I was like, what would I do with a J there? It was brilliant. Once I got a triple, and it was just...
What's that? How do you get that?
A triple is getting 2 triple word tiles in one letter. It's very rare. In one word, sorry. It's very rare. Because you have to have... Obviously, there's only 7 letters, and they're 8 apart. So there has to be a letter already in the gap, and you can spell out a full 8-letter word.
And you get 50 points extra as well.
You get 50. You get triple word, triple word again, and your 50 bonus points for using all your letters. It's called a bingo. It was amazing.
Yeah, I was all right at bingos.
Yeah.
I think maybe the tactical placement of them maybe is where I'd probably fall down.
That's where I was good. You got to play the board, not the letters.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a suffix man.
Yeah. The ing are the best three letters to have.
INGS.
Yeah.
Any three letters.
You've pretty much got a bingo there.
Any three letters.
Yeah.
ERS as well. IERS.
Yeah.
I like as well.
Oh, beautiful. The S is the most important letter.
Oh my god, S unlocks so much more.
I fucking love it. But yeah, I'd miss days of work to play Scrabble and stuff, and like spend loads of money on the extra bit where you spend money.
Oh, in the tournament stuff.
Yeah. I got like just too into it, so I would love to play once again, but there's no way I can download the app on my phone.
Do you think that is the most pathetic addiction everyone's ever said?
I think it's up there. Yeah.
It's bang up there, isn't it?
The thing is, it sounds silly. So every time I tell someone, they're like, "Oh, that's stupid," but it was genuinely a really bad thing that happened.
Yeah, no, it's still stupid.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, I realised how silly it is. Like I couldn't tell anyone for ages, and then I told it on Dead Men Talking, and now people ask about it all the time.
Yeah, I used to play Snakes and Ladders to myself.
Right.
And I got really addicted to just. I used to have a giant Snakes and Ladders.
Right.
So sometimes when Mum sends me to, sometimes me naughty, so Mum would send me to my room, so I could play giant Snakes and Ladders on my own.
So you were naughty on purpose so that you could play Snakes and Ladders?
Yeah, because I was just like, so I'll send her to my room. She'll think she's got one over me, but I can like, let's get a giant Snakes and Ladders out.
Yeah. Open up the shop.
So it's a giant map version. And the best thing ever was the counters all interlinked.
Right.
So they could connect. Very important from what I'm about to say. So you play the game, there's 6 colours, red, blue, black, white, and green and yellow.
Yeah.
And you just play a season. So you play each other twice.
Yeah.
So it's like, red versus black. And then say red won on 100 and black was on 69, for example. That's red 3 points with a plus 39 goal difference.
Right.
So you'd play around the fixtures and then you'd edit the league table. And then, because you'd do match of the day at the end. And it was a good game for the Reds today. As they went 39 points clear. And let's have a look at the league table before we go. And it's like, and yellow moves to the top of the table. And it's yellow and red next week for the big title crunch.
I feel like this game, right, has a lot of admin involved for goal difference, which probably doesn't come in that handy. There's not that many teams that are tied on points.
Well, it could.
Yeah, it could.
Because it's 3-0.
Right. How many games are they playing?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could get some on 24. Well, not 24, 8 wins and 2 losses. Like, you'd get some on like 18 points.
Yeah.
And another team on 18 points, but yellows are plus 72.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you could get battered in Snakes and Ladders.
Well, you could lose 100.
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's how good the game is.
Did you start them all on 0 or on 1?
All on 0.
Okay. You're looking at me like I'm a fucking cunt.
But then there's derbies.
Yeah.
So red and blue's a derby, green and yellow derby, and then famously black and white. If history's taught us nothing, that's.
Oh, what happened in the black and white derby? It's really tense.
Very tense. Horrific chanting.
Yeah, this means more than just Snakes and Ladders.
Horrific chants. But you'd connect the league table and just commentate and just let me be free.
Be free. You're saying be free, right? You're very much not free because it all comes down to the dice and the numbers and the admin.
Yeah, no, it's great though.
Yeah,
just to be in charge of that world, you know. Not even to be in charge, just to be a part of it.
Just to have friends.
I love recording stuff, man.
I used to do it a lot with FIFA when I was a kid, and I'd do like the commentary on. I'd turn the commentary off and do the commentary of that, and it was before they had man of the match in and stats on FIFA, but it was a time on Sky when they'd have like a vote, and so I would pretend of what the vote was, and it'd be like Andy Cole 17%, David May good game 28%, other 16%.
Yeah.
And draw it out and stuff, but yeah, not to your levels of weirdness.
It's not weird.
Is it not? Is it often that people say, I used to do this exact thing?
I think people they lean into games a lot.
Right.
It was just the recording of stats.
Yeah, mate. Again, I think we've established your what was the word? A trendsetter in what was we talking about the last episode? With the peppercorn sauce and the pie. You were doing this before Football Manager existed.
Yeah.
You were just making your own version of that.
Systems, players of the year.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, build up these rivalries and like Van Nistelrooy and Henry was like proper.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, Zamorano and someone else. I always remember Zamorano being really good at Wolfpack.
Being good. It's Dice. He's not good, is he?
You just got to build in the narrative. That's what's missing a lot.
Right, yeah.
Just create your own world, man.
I'm all for it. So that's what we think about squares.
So yeah, cheese, onion, squares. To conclude.
In conclusion, the raison d'etre of squares. Probably salt and vinegar, I'd say, in a pub, and cheese and onion out. Ready salted is probably the least favourite.
Yeah, it's least favourite, but it's a big.
A lot of squares are square.
Squares are square. A raison d'etre is some raison d'etre.
Hey, me raison d'etre, he's some raison d'etre. A raison d'etre in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Oh, God. What fucking London nonsense.
Yeah. Well, if you've enjoyed it, subscribe.
And
that's what people want.
let us know in the comments what were your homemade games as kids.
Yeah, what's your raison d'etre?
What does raison d'etre mean to you and the dictionary?
Because it means something different to all of us. What's your personal raison d'etre? What raison d'etre have you overcome? But yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, I'm on tour. Buy tickets.
Yeah.
Bye.
Can I come?
Yes, absolutely, of course.
Yeah.
You're, if anything, Tom, you're my raison d'etre.
Right, see you later.
Bye.